smiling bright. We are here to watch Clowntown Chronicle. We are here to watch Clowntown Chronicle.
It's that time again, everybody. It is that time again for CTC, your weekly report on the slop that is happening all around us. There are no brakes on this stupid train, are there now? Now, last week was a bit of a slow show, I won't lie. And the reason for that is the algo sucked. But as I was preparing for the show this morning, oh my gosh, it was actually so easy. It was like the olden days, just banger after banger after banger. It's gonna be a good show. We had some fill in from Newsfist a couple weeks ago, and that was super great. And then Adam came back and we talked about cults, and that actually went super great too, which was, I suppose, a little surprising because for a lot of our new people, they're like, "What the hell is this?" Well, I'm here to tell you, that's classic CTC stuff. It's been a nice hot week up here in the Midwest, but not so bad as Indiana because we are here in the beautiful state of Wisconsin. And we're joined by a distant stranger, an old friend of the show. Friend of the show? More like our old co-host? Daniel, is that you?
Oh my God. It's good to be back. I missed it.
We've missed you.
This is like the slice of life that I love, and I just wish I keep coming back to it.
This is the soundtrack that's playing constantly while you're moving, right?
Yeah, every time.
You're just running around signing papers and eating pizza and trying to make this spaghetti.
Oh yeah, the only thing it's missing is the song increasing its speed as the difficulty goes, you know? Just, it gets harder and harder, but the song gets faster and faster and more stressful.
Well, what about the other one, the other version of this? I'm sure you haven't seen it. Let me see if I can find this.
I'm pretty sure I haven't.
Okay, hold on. How about is this more like it? Well, now hang on a second. It was here a second ago. Here it is. Check it out. This was more like it, I guess. If it'll load.
Pizza time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I mean, what's that? I think that's accurate. I mean, every time I talk to you, it's kind of like this.
It's perfect.
Yeah, moving is no fun, but once you're there and you can settle in, you know, it's going to be like magic. You're going to have a podcasting studio, a little streaming setup, all that good stuff. Right?
Oh, God, I'm ready for it. It's going to be in a slightly more managed office than what I have, where I won't have like a guest bed in my office. So I'm ready for it. I'll have like 2 closets, so all my airsoft gear will actually be put away finally, and nothing will be in the way. And then I can actually have more room for VR set up because the ceilings are taller in the basement. So I won't be slamming my fist into the ceiling, nearly breaking my hand.
We still do have to do that, what is that game, Second Life VR chat or whatever?
Yeah, VR chat. Basically Second Life with the way it's been run, yeah.
Yeah, we still definitely need to do that because, you know, degeneracy is just content now. Welcome to the future.
Oh, it's amazing. I did find out, though, if you don't have a VR headset and you just download it to your PC, you can use your camera and it'll track your hand motion and head, like if you had one.
Really?
Yeah. You can set it up to where the game will actually capture your like hand movements with the camera.
Oh, sorry. That's our closing music. I forgot to pause the frickin' thing. Yeah, no, we should totally do that. I'd have to charge up the old VR headset. It's been a while there, buddy. I don't really play VR very much. I'm afraid I'll get sucked into the VR chat world and never leave. And then what would happen to the show?
It is very weird being in VR in the VR chat world. It's just like you feels almost too real sometimes with like when you're just kind of sitting around and hanging out with people.
Hmm. That's
It
the
is almost
scary
like-
part, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's uncanny vibes feel at the same time because you're just seeing characters that would be like Sonic and Mario running around, using racial slurs all the time in random worlds, hanging out at a bar, talking about doing drugs.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's very uncanny vibe feel, but at the same time feels like was it the Fifth Element?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
The Fifth Element. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, there's a
I think
movie
Blade
I
Runner's
haven't
another
seen
one
in a
to
while.
it.
When was the last time you watched The Fifth Element, out of curiosity?
Oh God, man. Honestly, it was before I bought the home. I think I was just living with my buddy and I had it on the TV in like my bedroom because I was like, I've never seen this film and I kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
It was just wild and weird.
I remember the last time I watched it. You know how long ago it was? I had a DVD player built into my laptop.
Oh my God.
I know. They don't do
Please
that
tell me we're
anymore.
going in the direction I think we are going.
What's that? What's the direction?
Are we going the direction of the entire like internet absolutely bodying Sony in the comments on Twitter?
Oh, no, I haven't actually been following that. What's the story there?
So Sony announced like a little bit ago, I think it was a couple days ago, that they're no longer going to be doing actual physical media, period.
Oh, right.
And everybody lost it. Like every like other organization, like even Domino's is absolutely roasting them for over it, saying, guys, instead of buying physical pizzas, we're now only selling digital pizzas.
Digital pizzas? Hang on a second.
And then they brought up the whole thing of, so we're in the, there's no games and no unlimited bacon either comment.
Oh, my goodness.
I kid you not. It has been going ballistic. It's still going on. And their whole plan, and it's been leaked out that they're just going to wave, weather the storm on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically have been ignoring it and not, making a statement, which if they just made a statement, it would probably end up at least somewhat better where they wouldn't get absolutely toasted every time.
Mm-hmm. You remember when
What?
Xbox, I think it was Xbox One, was like you to share a game with a friend, you have to like give them the friend code or whatever. And then Sony was out here all cocky with this, like, here's how to share a game on PlayStation.
This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
How things have changed.
I remember this ad so well. And then somebody redid it to where they're both like, instead of like, can I borrow your game? And the just guy yells and tells them to fuck off and then just walks away.
Yeah, yeah. Is
It's just all
that
this
this
stuff.
one maybe?
It's
is
an
how you
AI
will
version
share
of the
your
first one we watched, but this is basically it. Yeah.
How you will share your games on PS6. Thanks.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So Sony's moving
Yeah.
away from the physical media finally, and everybody's mad.
Yep, they're finally moving away from it after like milking every PlayStation 5 owners out there in the world.
Yeah. I mean, the games industry is going through a rough time. I heard they had to whip Todd Howard on site because he wasn't doing anything on the new Elder Scrolls game.
Oh man, yeah, that, and then also Microsoft laying almost off everybody who if they're not working on either Elder Scrolls 6 or Fallout, or I think maybe Doom possibly. We're
Wow.
basically just canned.
That kind of makes
And-
sense, though. Like, what were they working on instead of the Elder Scrolls, you know?
But it sounds like a bunch of just garbage slop games that nobody really would have given a care about in the world.
Mm-hmm.
At least I would say, at least Microsoft's trying to put the company in the right direction again. The new CEO, they're at least attempting to. Like,
We'll
did you
see.
Yeah, did you see that they canceled About 2?
Yeah.
And they're like, we were working on a new Fallout New Vegas game. We're not working on this slop, and people are pissed about it. As in,
Oh,
the
yeah.
people who were working on About 2 didn't want to do this. And I'm like, well, it didn't sell good the first time. What makes you think it's going to sell even better the next?
Oh, I remember talking about this junk when it came out. Oh, man. it's like this is good for gamers. It's bad for slop miners,
Oh yeah.
Like, how is Asmongold going to eat if he can't react to Avowed 2? That's too bad.
It's very too bad.
The poor man, he's gonna be broke. Like, all those millions of dollars, they're going down the tube, baby. Donate to the show and we'll give it all to Asmongold. That's how it works.
This is
This is how you give us money, guys. All right.
Yeah.
Open your wallet and just ball it a huge fat wad to us. I'd appreciate it.
It all goes to Asmongold super chats. Let's be real. No, I'm kidding. Come on now. We don't make that kind of money over here on the Clowntown Chronicle. Of course not, because we do it for the love of the game. Speaking of, you've been out of the game. I thought I'd bring you up to speed with some typical CTC slop. Are you ready?
Let me guess. Is it Israel? All right. No, it's not.
It's not Israel. You're going to be pleased. I don't have a single Israel thing in here, even though the politics heads are freaking out this week.
So even though Adam doesn't like it, I'm the one who loves Israel slop as much as I dislike it. I like it and I like being fed it, and I hate it at the same time. It's like a guilty pleasure.
Well, yeah. I mean, because for 2 straight years, there was not a single person over there who could say, hey, tap the brakes. They're laughing at you. And they're like, no, they're not. We'll just keep making yoga videos on the roof of Tel Aviv. It's like, what? Dude, how long can this go on? And apparently it can go on for about 2 years. And then somebody, maybe Brittany from the PR video we watched, came in and said, just shut up. All you have to do is stop posting. And they kept posting. And that's why I think it's fun, because now you hardly get any of it. They're very, very quiet now, because perhaps, and it's too late. Like, you're not recovering your reputation after a string of failures like that. Like, you are now Brendan Fraser before the fat suit. Israeli PR is going to have to put on the giant fat suit and star in The Whale before anybody takes them seriously ever again. That's how bad it was. So easy. In the meantime, we have this kind of thing, which is health people talking about the slop or the slop ingredients that are in your slop food. It's, we've seen this guy before. He's like a health influencer. I mean, imagine having the stones to go to a Burger King and talk shit about their food in their house. Look at this. He's there.
I'm actually surprised you found one, because I can't even find a Burger King around here really anymore.
I know. The only one that's close to here is tied to a gas station.
Yeah, so the one I think I know of is like right across from Walmart in like just a random like strip lot. Like, all right, cool. But after that, every single location that was like unique to Burger King has been closed and it's just vacant.
Oh, that's how the mighty have fallen.
Burger King hid the ingredients in their food for years, but we finally know what's in it. This is crazy, guys. Check this out. The Whopper, 85 different ingredients.
Look at that. That's science. I really resent these health influencers coming out here and shitting all over the scientific community by saying, I don't understand these words. It must be evil for you or something. Like sodium stearoyl lactylate is good for you. We all know ethoxylated mono and diglycerides, calcium stearoyl to lactylate, and calcium peroxide. These are all things that go into a hamburger. Come on now. I mean, right?
Keep it at $1.50 with you. I don't really know too much on the fancy science words.
Yeah, but we over here on CTC, we see big science words and we nod. We say, yes, we have science in our food. What do you think we are, the third world?
Including multiple seed oils, processed sugars, preservatives. In the bun, you have things like potassium iodate, banned in Europe, UK, Australia, New Zealand. Also in the bun, you have mono and diglycerides, which are a preservative and dough conditioner, which cause gut inflammation. It's not real food, guys. They claim the burger is 100% beef cooked on a grill with no seed oils, but then they use a salt and pepper seasoning.
Oh no, see what I'm talking about? Look at this hack fraud. He's like, they use salt and pepper. That ain't organic. I will defend the slop to the death.
I like how everybody always also references anything that's going on in like the UK, Australia for like why things are banned. But then don't mention the stuff that we banned that is also bad for you, but it's not banned there.
Yeah, they also ban guns.
Never talk about that.
They don't like guns over there. We got guns over here, and we all know that guns are good for you.
Guns, knives, pretty soon it'll be your hands. Your right to say anything. Oh, that's already been taken.
Yeah, you can't even carry a can of pepper spray over there, apparently. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, you're going to have to take on a new strategy and carry a big spoon. Like, you just whack. That's your defense mechanism.
Big spoon, or just go to the local store and buy a can of wasp killer.
I bet that's banned too.
That is a pepper spray. I bet it is too. Yeah, I bet you it is.
In the meat, which has canola oil. I can't even. The Royal Chicken Spicy Sandwich, 120 ingredients, including multiple dough conditioners, which can lead to gut issues.
See, they just want the bun to be fluffy like your hair, right? I heard the word conditioner in there, right? So it's like hair conditioner, but it's in your food, so it makes the bun fluffy. I see no issue with this. Silicone? Who cares, man? Don't they put little silicone packets in my beef jerky? Same thing.
Lead to gut issues. Silicone dioxide, the nanoparticles of which may be inflammatory in the human gut. Multiple seed oils, and if that weren't bad enough, a piece of processed chicken coated in flour and food starches, battered, fried in rancid, oxidized seed oils, which have anti-foaming agents that are also found in silly putty, like dimethylpolysiloxane, and 3 different types of sauces, one of which has over 25 different ingredients. Guys, Burger King might just be the worst fast food restaurant I've ever seen.
So Burger King is one of the few fast food chains that didn't want to disclose their ingredients list publicly. And they didn't really do this out of the goodness of their hearts either. States like Texas and Louisiana have been requiring warnings and disclosures with food with certain additives. So I think what happened here is that more and more states are passing these laws, so they decided just to finally get ahead of it and just quietly push out the ingredients list without any kind of press release or anything like that. So let's just take a look here. Now, if you look on Google and you type in Burger King ingredients list, one of the links is the Burger King PDF. So I have that open here, and this is it. And if you go to the Burger King PDF, it will give you a breakdown of what's in the bread, what's in the buns. You have the pancakes, French toast, and you have the beef, pork, chicken. So this will break down all the individual items, and you can kind of add all these up if there's multiple things in one sandwich, depending on what you order. But let me just go over some of the big items. So Burger King, again, has hidden this, but they were quietly released. So here is the Whopper with cheese. Here is the Royal Chicken Sandwich. Just look at this.
It's a lot of words, and that scares us, But we over here as men of science, this does not frighten us. No, we look at this and we say every single item in there is good for you. You should eat at Burger King every day, and make sure you get the spicy Royal Chicken Sandwich because it has even more science. I am honestly getting a little tired of this where people are just like, look at the ingredients list. And none of us know what it is. We just know that there's like nasty, bad stuff in there. Like, you could really reduce all of this to fast food is bad for you. You shouldn't eat fast food very often. Like, it's not good. Well, don't you know that there's sodium diglyceride, silicone or something in there? And it's like, yeah, well, you know what? Simple. Let's keep it simple. You shouldn't eat fast food all the time. Easy. Oh, yes.
What happened to the days of like everybody just going, yeah, we know fast food's bad for you and it's just moderation. If you're gonna have it, at least don't overdo it every single fucking day.
Yeah, exactly. I think the idea ultimately is they're saying you didn't know it was this bad. It's like, yeah, okay. We didn't know they put all kinds of Franken chemicals in there, and yeah, okay, we didn't know that these things can modify your hormones. It's not just the caloric intake that's making you fat, like that kind of stuff. I mean, brother, you can get away with eating a Burger King now and then. In fact, it's good to condition your body to do so, because imagine if you were stuck in the desert and all there was one beautiful Burger King out there in the middle of nowhere. You hadn't eaten in weeks. What are you going to do? Pass it up? No. You would eat that sodium acid pyrophosphate to preserve natural color in a second. And if you're not ready, well, it's not going to do you any good. Your body has to know what food is. That's science. I mean, listen, man, we know the food's bad, right? Like, it's not good. It's bad in more ways than you think. I mean, this was the new one this week. Hot dog Pringles.
That is a crazy thumbnail.
They're called pop dog buns. I mean, okay.
Trying Pringles' new pop dog buns. Pringles has released limited edition hot dog buns that come in their
Oh, I thought they were hot dog flavored Pringles.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. There's only one in the can.
Yeah.
They package 3 cans and you get 3 buns of like the 3 flavorings. That's
It's pretty rough.
You know, I buy slop and all, but I would never buy this.
Why? Just because it's got a bad value? It has Glizzie right on the can. You know?
I'm getting scammed. Like, I could just make my own at this point.
Yeah. You're getting scammed. You're buying a can for 1 bun. It's a novelty.
It's a wild market. Yeah, it's 100% novelty.
This is the kind of thing you buy at like a freaky gas station on the side of the road in the middle of Missouri. You know, it's got like a big mascot. It wanted to be Buc-ee's and never was. And you get the hot dog bun in a can. You know, it's a little like that. It's like a MRE bread package. Something like that.
classic can. So let's give them a try. Let's start with honey mustard because it's my favorite dipping sauce. And to be on brand, these are all potato buns. It was a little weird at first, not gonna lie, but the mustard flavor does pull through. The honey flavor does kind of give it this weird essence, but the bun itself is super soft. The mustard part is great. The honey part, I could go without. Next up is sour cream and onion, and look at all the herbs baked into the potato roll.
We live in an age of miracles, Daniel. Imagine showing this to a medieval peasant. They're like, you get bread prepackaged in what is that? A can? It would blow their mind.
Right? I'm just amazed with this. You know, Aaron, I think we've gone too far in the world. I think we need to roll it back. I think it's time to start up the Stone Age once more.
Yeah, like a good old reset, you know, like you've conquered the other enemy in Age of Empires who just run in circles around them, you know, building walls around their only town center. Like, that's where we're at right now.
Yeah. Or we're like, have our own Minecraft world. We have done everything and anything possible. And it's just like, all right, well, this is fun. Let's start it over again at this point. It's getting boring.
I mean, she says it's not that bad, you know? I mean, look at the joy in her eyes.
That's just someone saying it is not that bad. When it's like, yeah, this is not great. You can just see it in the eyes. I'm thinking the opposite.
I mean, she gave this a 9.5 out of 10, though. That's pretty good. I mean, I saw that score on Metacritic for the Odyssey movie. That's how I know that movie.
I also want to add, that is a whole lot of bun for the smallest glizzy possible. Like, can we get another, dog in that?
Yeah, they really should be selling like glizzy
This is like
packs
a brat bun
to go with your Pringles bun.
You would think they would at least do something with it.
Yeah, I mean, the health conscious among us, just the same people who like dab the oil off their pizza, they're the ones pulling the ends off this bun so the glizzy fits, you know? Ooh, a barbecue Pringles bun? Ooh, I don't know about that. And I like barbecue Pringles because I'm a freak.
Back, look at the color of this bun. This bun is screaming barbecue. It's sweet, a little smoky, kind of tangy. All of that goes so well with the hot dog meat itself. Again, Pringles is kind of onto something with this. I'll put all the details below on how you can snag these Pringles-inspired hot dog buns for yourself. Which one do you want to try?
Oh, man. Listen, this lady just wants followers, right? This is what we have to do. We have to debase ourselves in this country now. You know, it's like, we do it too. Let's be real. Like, we talk about slop all the time.
Yeah,
like,
I still can't believe this is real. This can't be real, is it? Please tell me it's fake.
It's real. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't. That actually might be all the slop I have for right now. I have a pretty extensive truth segment, but we're going to start out with this truth. It's been pretty hot, as you know. I know you have to cut your grass today.
Yep.
Going to be feeling it out there, bud.
Well, I'm ready for it.
To start off our truth segment, I have boomer truth for you. This is your dad when someone mentions that it's hot outside.
No! It is hot outside. Say it.
It's not the heat that gets you. It's the humidity.
Oh my God. The New Balances, the cargo shorts, the polo. Oh boy, that is a dad.
The evil laugh as he walks away. Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. You ever hear of the Mandela effect?
Yep.
Have you ever been one of the Mandela affected?
Yeah, actually.
What's the story?
What's the name of the guy who did the Reading Rainbow stuff?
Oh,
it's
Shazam.
the movie yes, that movie. But it's really like the Shaq like wizard, but everybody believes it's him, and I'm like, I swear I remember it as him being it and not Shaq.
Yeah, because the Shaq movie was called Kazam, right?
Yeah,
that's right. Kazam. Yeah, let me look that up. Kazam movie. The only reason I know about this movie, and I'm proud to say it. I don't. Well, maybe not proud. Proud is probably not the correct word. The only reason I know about this movie is because of Nostalgia Critic.
A bad credit card, you bastards!
Who is on our soundboard. Because he's our guy. He's a son of the Midwest, and we protect our own. Yeah, so this is the movie, Kazam, right? And everyone thought it was Shazam.
Yep.
Similar concept, but it's the, let's see, and this is the Shazam movie, let's see, with Sinbad, right?
Yep.
So people remember this as being a real movie, and it's not, apparently. And this matters, of course. But I think the one that got me the most was the Fruit of the Loom one. It doesn't have the cornucopia.
That's another one, yeah.
Yeah, that one always got me. Well, there's another one. And I'm afraid... What's that?
The company came out said that they never had a cornucopia, and then someone disproved it with having an old shirt that had the cornucopia, and I remember the cornucopia.
Me too. I also remember Berenstain Bears, not Berenstain, right?
Yeah, that's another one. There's a lot. There's so many.
Yeah. So there's a new one, and I'm afraid this one didn't hit me. I am not Mandela affected by this Willy Wonka Mandela effect thing. And I want to know if you are, right? Because when I saw this, I was like, nah, it was always that. I just want to see. You've seen the old Willy Wonka, of course.
Yes, I've seen the classic.
Heck
really
yeah.
good.
So you can tell me if this one gets you, all right?
Okay.
Okay, did you guys hear about the new Mandela effect that was just discovered? And I'm sure there's more of these to be discovered, by the way. There's old VHSs, there's old tapes, there's things we haven't seen in a while that if we go back, I guarantee there's more Mandela effects to be discovered. But this one in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory from 1971 with Gene Wilder, which is pretty weird, by the way, has a shocking Mandela effect. So let's get into it. So we know that to get the golden ticket, you have to buy a chocolate bar, right? Not some Willy Wonka product, but like a actual legit chocolate bar. But what if I told you you could pop your VHS in, if you still have one, and go watch the original, never been tampered with, not digitally altered. Charlie gets gifted a moon pie now, not a chocolate bar, as the first chance to getting a golden ticket.
Now, do you remember a moon pie or a chocolate bar for the first one?
See, it's funny because I actually don't remember the chocolate bar. I remember it being, the moon pie.
Me too. So is this guy just making this up?
I think what's happening is because I believe I want to say it's the other version, the Johnny Depp version. Charlie gets gifted a chocolate bar instead, and I think people are confusing the two and like crossing it in between because he doesn't get in this one. He doesn't get the chocolate bar until the very when he actually finds the golden ticket. That's when he ends up having one. Or in the Johnny Depp version, he gets gifted a chocolate bar, and I don't think, if I remember, he doesn't get it then. But it's a chocolate bar in that one. So I wonder if people are flipping it and like almost getting confused on it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I remember, so like it's been a long time since I was a child, but when I was young, man, I was fluent in candy, right? Like I knew what that was. When I saw this in the movie, when he pulls this out and he's like, it's just a piece of chocolate or whatever, I remember going, what the hell is that? I'd never had a moon pie before. I was like, that doesn't look like a chocolate bar. So, case closed.
A golden ticket. The timeline is he got the birthday treat at home, which makes no sense if you watch the clip. He's like, I think I got it. You don't get a golden ticket if it's not a chocolate bar. So what the heck, and no one remembers it being a moon pie. It was supposed to be a chocolate bar. Then Grandpa Joe secretly takes his saved tobacco money and buys Charlie a traditional rectangular Wonka bar. That one is a dud. And then in the street later, he buys again, chocolate bar, not a moon pie, and gets the golden ticket.
We're analyzing a child's movie from the 60s about chocolate for clicks on the internet. We are building towers around the enemy town center. Just arrow towers. They build one villager, bam, dead. Can't do anything. We are locked in over the enemy, and we are so freaking bored, bro.
We are at the point of first world problems.
Yeah, this is like the human centipede of pop culture. It's like we're just gonna analyze movies forever. Listen, I love analyzing movies. I love it. Come on, man. It was always a moon pie. Let's stop the bullshit. We know what it was. I know what I saw when I was a child. Because I go, what is that? I kind of want that. And then it never shows up again in the movie. He's always buying that ordinary Hershey's bar chocolate. And, I didn't like that stuff. I didn't like regular Hershey's bar chocolate because I liked Snickers. And, I liked the little crunch.
So that was a big crunch in Three Musketeers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, Crunch bars were my favorite. When I discovered Crunch bars, Halloween was over. There was a house in my neighborhood that was giving out full-sized candy bars.
Oh, that's amazing. I never really got that lucky.
I got 2 full-sized Crunch bars because I picked it up and I go, oh my gosh, Crunch. I love Crunch. And they're like, take 2. This was back when America was cool.
Yeah, that was back way when people were way cooler in America.
Yeah, when your parents simultaneously said, don't take candy from strangers, and then you went and took candy from strangers for an entire night, and then you ate it all. And meanwhile, your parents are watching the news, and the CNN's like, there are psychopath homosexuals hiding razor blades in your children's chocolate. And they turn toward you. Very different times, man. Very different times. That was the same thing with the coin returns on soda machines and phones. There was a story going around. I remember checking coin returns for change when I was a little kid. My mom goes, "Don't do that. Don't do that." I'm like, "Why? It's free money." And she goes, "People who have AIDS prick their fingers with needles and they put them in there so you get AIDS." Was that ever real?
I've never heard of that one. That's one that's new for me.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she heard it on the news or something, but like that.
More than likely, I've heard about the razor blades and stuff. People stuffing things in candy. I've heard about that all over the news, of course.
I've heard about the razor blades on the water slides.
Yep, I heard about that one.
Yeah, I think that one was real though. I think somebody actually did do that.
Yep.
which is pretty horrifying. Oof.
Yeah, and the newest thing is the skimmers on all the like stuff for checkouts, you know, like credit card scanners and everything, just all that stuff. And that now the next one is people putting screws at the top of like gas pumps on the pedal part when you put the nozzle back.
Oh yeah.
To find out that it's actually they're wrong and dumb, and everybody just believes whatever gets pumped out online, and really what it is basically just, you know, to allow it to cancel the end of the transaction, because they're also, if it goes too far down, it thinks it's still active.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these, like, look at this individual scam video kind of things, or it's like, or like, look at the ingredients of this burger. A lot of it could really be distilled down to just be smart. Like, if you see something weird at the gas pump, check it. Get a receipt for your transaction. Just do it. Like, don't jerk around with it. If you pick up the phone and they say it's the bank and it's, you know, it sounds kind of like an AI voice, and they tell you need to go buy Dick's Sporting Goods gift cards at Walgreens to save your entire account. Don't do that. We have to be smarter than this.
Just be like my dad, you know, whenever that happens and they say they'll send the police, and he's like, I'm friends with one, I'll just wait. Yeah, sure, send them by. Well, we can have a talk this out. Just
Exactly.
wait. Just let the cops come if it's the case.
Yeah.
If they keep threatening it, just let it happen.
Say, I didn't trust the guy on the phone that said you guys were real, you know, and now that you're here, I see that you are. Thank you for verifying it. Can I get your badge number? And I am traveling. I don't need a driver's license. That's exactly what you say to a police officer. That's right. Have you seen this guy resurrecting ticks? Speaking of truth.
Oh God! Don't tell me.
Were you on the show?
I haven't.
Were you on the show when we started discussing tick truth?
No, I wasn't. But I've been hearing about the tick epidemic that we've been going through, though.
Yeah, the old Lone Star tick invented by the CIA to destroy crops in Cuba. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that they've been very aggressive. That they've been chasing after people.
Oh yeah, yeah. The tick giving chase. That's so weird because, you know, ordinary ticks, they just stand on the edge of on the top of a blade of grass and they just wave their arms around. That's how they catch prey. They don't chase you. So these things are aliens. I'm convinced of it. This guy has been murdering a tick for like a week, 2 weeks. He froze one for 24 hours and it came back to life. So he's got, I believe it's the same tick. But these things are freaking aliens, or they're robots or something like, I don't know what they are, but man, is it scary.
After placing the tick into the freezer for 24 hours, it appears to have finally perished. I attempted to stretch out its limbs in order to break its death curl and potentially instigate and unlock a survival mechanism. I was met with failure. Perhaps this signals the end of this series, but when I thought about how much resilience the specimen had shown, I became inspired. I wasn't ready to give up, and I had yet to claim my revenge for the blood that it had stolen from me. The aluminum foil will act as a reflective wall, focusing the laser beam towards the petri dish's center, maximizing its power directly into the specimen. Every mirror is a view into one's inner soul. Each reflection.
I love how you can do psychotic shit to ticks and nobody cares. It's like one of the only creatures in the world that you can do this kind of thing to. This and mosquitoes.
Yeah, I think so, actually.
It's as if we have a visceral, deep down, like blood memory of the tick. Like they're like thousands of years ago when Agarthans roamed the planet. We battled giant ticks and defeated them forever, and now these are like their leftover offspring, devolved as the T-Rex devolved into a chicken. You know? Still like, yeah, blast that shit with laser. We don't care, man.
A concentration of power, or so I've been told. The 5 mirrors must be positioned perfectly, each one a layer of internal being. Physical, mental, wisdom, bliss, life. I fear that I am no longer acting within the disciplines of science, but when science fails, ritual begins. Green laser lights emit radiation. Whether it's the kind that mutates DNA, I cannot be certain, but it should provide enough concentrated energy to potentially break the tick out of its cold, stunned stasis. Father, forgive me, for I know not what I do.
It lives! It lives!
The resilience that this specimen has shown is truly inspiring. More experimentation is needed. I'll keep you updated.
He resurrected a tick with a laser. Apparently.
This is so good.
Daniel, has science gone too far?
I could have said that years ago that we've gone too far.
Yeah. Oh man. I hate him though. I mean, we did. I don't remember if you were here for the guy who shot the tick out of a gun. It's been a while since.
No, I don't remember.
There's a guy who loads up a vector, tapes a tick to a bullet, and fires it into the ground. That's a good reason to go back and watch the old shows, man. You just can't miss things like that. How about a little more truth? Did you know that smoking cigarettes is connected to human sacrifice?
No, I didn't know about that either.
Well, hold on to your butts, as they say.
Does smoking a cigarette make you a participant in modern human sacrifice today? Well, to answer that question, we got to go way back to the beginning of America. See, you were told America was named after a guy's first name. How many places are named after a guy's first name? Not very many. But Amerigo Vespucci supposedly named America.
There's the smoke. There
after,
pun intended, there's the smoking gun. He has a giant cigarette. You see?
Yep, I see it.
Amerigo Vespucci or something.
Supposedly named America after his first name. The interesting thing was that Amerigo Vespucci was a map maker, and he was naming areas on the map based on the information that was given to him. See, America already had the name America, named after the god that was worshipped in America. His name is Amadou. Amadou, Quetzalcoatl, Kukulkan. It's the same being. See, it's the Incan word for feathered serpent, the plumed serpent, or the dragon. And Ka is the Incan word for land. Amadou Ka means the land of the feathered serpent, or the land of the dragon. Now, who else is called the dragon? Oh yeah, Satan.
You know what? This kind of schizo posting it makes me want a Marlboro Red. I'm sorry. When you're drawing lines like this, you got to have a full ashtray and a cigarette sticking out of your mouth. People coming in begging you, please, the kids are hungry. You go, no, I've got it figured out. America was named after Satan. I'll show you.
Yeah, by God, I cracked the code. Smoky haze in the room with the red line everywhere.
That serpent of old, the dragon. Yeah. So, America, Amaruka. So yes, America literally means the land of the dragon, or the land of Satan. America was already named America. Now, let's talk about who exactly Amadou is, because he's at the bottom of the Incan temples, or the Mayan temples. That serpent you see at the bottom of the temples where they were performing human sacrifices, and the blood would drain down the temples, and they would sacrifice people to the gods to gain understanding and information. See, this is where the Aztecian people got their perfect calendar, after sacrificing humans to get secret and sacred information. You know, there's another name for those pyramids, or step pyramids. We also call them
Marlboro. We called them camels. Lucky Strike.
Ziggurats.
Ziggurats. That sounds like cigarette. Whoa.
My mind is blown. I can't believe this. Everything's a lie.
Nobody told me.
Yeah. So ziggurats and pyramids are the same thing. They were pinpoints of where individuals made offerings to the gods or human sacrifice to gain information. Now, ziggurat sounds a whole lot like cigarette, doesn't it? Ziggurat, cigarette, ziggurat. Wow, doesn't that sound familiar?
I knew it. I knew we were coming up on an AI-generated image of cigarettes.
It was bound to happen.
Cigarettes, cigarillos, and Zyn pouches forming a pyramid.
Where's the vape?
I knew this was coming.
I mean, supposedly the word cigarette came from cigarette, but surely smoking a cigarette couldn't be the same thing as paying homage to a pyramid or a ziggurat. Or could it be? Let's just look at a few brands. Here we've got Pyramid.
Pyramid. Daniel, I'm getting scared now.
What's happening?
This is starting to get scary.
We're going in too deep.
Pretty bold right there. Kingston. Wait, is that a pyramid pointing out at us? Oh, sure is. Kingston again, another pyramid black. Oh, triangle, because that's pyramid. Parliament, pyramid, and a pyramid. Skull, which is the skulls that we find at the bottom of the base of the pyramid. Corso, triangle, pyramid. Misty is actually where we get the word mystic, which is also the high priest that ran the pyramids. Cool is actually where you get the ancient word for ghoul. It's a derivation for the word ghoul. Petra was an area where it was next to some pyramids, but also pyramids on the back there. Salem is also a connected derivation from
I think he's going to say Salem witch trials or something.
That's what I was thinking was about to happen next.
Root Salem.
But I will say, I don't know, man. This theory is getting a little shaky when he keeps calling triangles pyramids.
It's true. But
I don't know about you, but I thought last time I checked, a triangle isn't a pyramid.
It is, you look at it,
It's
triangle.
missing some more sides. It's missing sides.
I don't know, man. It's just, there's pyramids right there on the camels.
Okay. And camel, it's not about the camel. It's about the pyramids in the background. Pyramid. Oh, the camel itself is the pyramid, and pyramid. And then suddenly you see that old Marlboro logo and you recognize why they emphasized the A there. And then, wait a minute, does the Marlboro logo, you thought that was a chevron on the top there, but it's actually the inverted sky to reveal the pyramid. The pyramid. You see the pyramid? And even on some of the packages, you actually remove the top of the pyramid.
Whoa!
The top of the pyramid that you remove, the top of the dollar bill of the pyramid that was removed.
Dude!
I'm back on board.
I'm kind of in. We need Adam here to explain all of this in terms of design. He would be like, a triangle is, it's a symbol of masculinity or something like that. And they would use triangles and sharp angles like that to make a package look tougher. Like, that's the kind of thing he would say. But since he's not here, I'm afraid I have to get my red yarn out again.
Yeah, we'll get the red yarn out and go, the triangle is a symbol of the Holy Trinity.
Can you imagine watching this video with the Spider-Man 2 pizza song underneath it?
It has to be the remixed one.
Right?
Even more
because
cursed.
You essentially are becoming the offering. And you also don't know what is actually in the cigarettes that you're burning, let alone the chemicals or where they got them from. Now, let's talk about Lucky Strike. Lucky is actually a derivation from the god Loki.
Yeah, but that's not a pyramid, though. And Lucky is a derivation of Loki. That's true. I think. It's been a while since I saw the Iron Man movies,
That's fair. Iron Man.
That's where I derive all of my my mythical knowledge.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen the Marvel films.
Yeah, I need to brush up on my Marvel. Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. Let's see what the conclusion is to this. Oh my gosh, there's a person burning here.
Has become the new burnt offering. And the weird part is, not only are you participating in making the offering, but you yourself are also the burnt offering. And you may think to yourself, so what? I'm just becoming the modern human sacrifice. But it's not just you. You see, every time you smoke, and some child watches you smoke or sees it, you're encouraging the burning of these offerings. You're normalizing it. How much money have these companies robbed from you? Your ability to better your life or bless others. And every dollar you spend, you are paying homage to the demonic pyramid tower of the continued support of sacrificing humans.
Okay. Yes. Smoking a cigarette is human sacrifice. We have learned. Incredible. Right in our faces. I found out about America through Robert Sepper's innovative videos years ago, but the cigarette connection, wow. Burnt offering is also the All right, that's enough. That's enough internet for today.
The Goyim have gone insane.
How about Dr. Phil?
Oh, here we go.
We may have to blow through a couple more of these because we're coming up on our halfway point here, but bro, I think this might be a very truth-heavy episode.
Oh, and it just might be.
Yeah, and that's okay with me. You know?
It's a nice little change up.
Yeah.
I am absolutely furious that our government has been lying to us for at least 79 years.
He's just figuring this out.
Well, I mean, you respect the fraud when there is another fraud in the room.
How dare you besmirch the good name of Dr. Phil?
I know, I gotta be careful. You might send me to the ranch next.
Don't you know Phil is short for philosopher?
Yep.
Doctor of Philosophy, Phil. What's his last name? Dr. Phil. What's Phil's last name? You know?
I actually don't know.
I feel like I should know, but all I'm thinking is Phil? Phil Connor? That's what I'm thinking. All right, so he's mad that the government's lying. He's just figuring it out. You know he's real because he's wearing something that looks like denim. You know? It's not in the lab
trying
coat
to appeal
anymore.
to us.
Mm-hmm. He's just like you and me. That's why he's wearing makeup in this shot.
79 years. Hey, it's Dr. Phil here. I'm talking to you this morning because me and my team at Envoy Media have been given exclusive access by the White House and the Department of National Intelligence to the new tranche of information about UAPs. You may refer to them as UFOs. And we are very deep.
I want to just add, I like how he goes, the government's been lying to us, but here's the news that the White House has given us clearance to use. So the government says we can now use this.
Yeah, the government's been lying to us for 79 years, but they've come clean now. They're all better.
Here's more of the government's evidence that they're saying is true.
There's one thing that's kind of telling about all this nonsense about UFOs and stuff. It's the word tranche. Tranche, I think. Have you heard that word used anywhere before?
No, I've never even heard of it.
The little
new for me.
I had to look it up. The little disclosures, everybody who gets this stuff talks about a tranche. Tranche. I don't know, dude. It's not a word I use. But they all use this word.
I feel like they're trying to say trance.
Ooh. Got him. The new trance of information. It's right in our faces. Hiding in plain sight.
New tranche of information about UAPs. You may refer to them as UFOs. And
Tranche warfare, World War I, Rothschild banks. It's all connected. It is all connected.
What are we doing this kind of show when we can literally just be truthers ourselves and make bank on Twitter, posting videos like that?
There's only two ways to be successful being a truther. One, you don't believe a lick of it and you post the weirdest thing you can find and you pretend to believe it. Or two, you are actually a schizophrenic. This is not a deal I would like to make.
You know what? Fair. Neither do I.
I prefer our happy little show where we just make fun of this.
We are very deep into that. Two things have become apparent to me.
Oh, is that a button? Was that too easy? I like that. Hang on. I'm afraid I do have to record this.
And we are very deep into that.
Got it.
I didn't catch it right away. It's what you're looking for. And now that I hear it, that's so good. That is 100% a button.
Two things have become apparent to me. Number one, I am absolutely furious that our government has been lying to us for at least 79 years. Lying to us by omission, I think actually creating some misdirection. That's one thing. Number two, it's very clear that there are objects in our atmosphere here on Earth that are not of Earth. They're doing things, they're moving in ways that we just simply don't have the ability to do. So to me, that's not a question. That is well demonstrated. One of the things that's curious about this, and I think disturbing, is that they seem to be focusing at times around our nuclear facilities as far back as 1949. They actually held a conference about this, hidden from us, the Los Alamos conference, where they brought in Dr. Lincoln La Paz, an expert on meteorites, because they were trying to say that maybe these are meteorites. They were very large, green objects, and he said, the foremost expert said, no, these are not meteors. Meteors don't move horizontally. They don't maintain their speed, and these things were moving with intention. They were navigating. They were moving, and these have been observed over 5 cities, all having nuclear facilities. As recently as 2015, they were observed over the Pantex facility in Amarillo.
Well, see, these are just anomalies like from Shadow of Chernobyl. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what this is. What are we freaking out about here? You know, they're just like the little lights and things that fly around in the sky and, you know, give you perks or something. I never actually got very far in that game. I should probably give it another try. Everyone says you got to mod it. And I'm like, maybe. I need like a list. I need a mod list to play a game that old.
Which is a nuclear facility. That should bother you.
I'm done. Dr. Phil, get him off the stage. Get him out of here. How about some Waze Truth? You got the app Waze?
No, I don't actually.
You heard about the app Waze?
Maybe. The name sounds familiar, but then at the same time, I have no idea what it is.
It's like Google Maps, but it helps you avoid traffic better. At least that's what it was the first time I used it.
Is it that one that looks like it has like a little car with a smiley face on it or something like that?
Yep.
Okay, so then yeah, I know what it is now.
Yep.
I never knew that was the name.
I know a lot.
I remember the logo.
I know a lot of people who use this app, but unfortunately it's compromised. We're just going to find out how compromised it is.
30 million Americans apparently use a navigation app that was founded by former IDF 8200. Their data, navigation data, and all their data about them sits over in the blue and white country. And if you ever have a problem, need to sue them, well, you've got to fly over there because you're not protected here in America. You're going to want to delete Waze off your phone after hearing it, so let's get into it. There was a creator on this app, I will tag her below, who was talking about the terms and services that she found because she's one of the 0.22% of people, I guess, that reads it. And she found out that Waze itself was operated out of the blue and white country.
She's talking about Israel. Waze is an Israeli app, apparently.
That's interesting.
If it's free, you are the product.
And I was like, no way, I need to look into this. Like, why would Google do this? Google purchased Waze in 2013. Google is out of California. What's happening? So I went and looked at it for myself, and you can see here that it is operated out of Tel Aviv. But that wasn't the alarming part. The real red flag was this one right here, this law and jurisdiction. You can read the little paragraph. I won't read it to you, but you can see the last line. It says these terms and services will be under the exclusive jurisdiction of the competent court in the Tel Aviv district in the Blue and White Country. And I was like, what? 30 million Americans use this app. What does that mean? Why would Google do this? Well,
that's also a button. Why would Google do this? I'm not getting it though. I got too many buttons. I got way too many buttons. All right, so the IDF is tracking us on our GPS apps as if we didn't know. Come on now.
Wait. They needed Waze to do that? I thought they just did that with Google itself.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, are we shocked? I mean, it's like, oh, but there's an Israeli angle. Yes, there always is. What are you talking about?
Our phones have GPS trackers in it already. It's just how they track our location.
Yeah.
It isn't just that Google does. They don't need this information. They can just literally track the signal that our phone is producing.
Well, when they basically make having a smartphone a human right, raise your eyebrows a little bit. They got it in your car, and this is it's like, okay, so you're not going to use Waze anymore, right? You're going to go back to the good old American Google Maps, right? Make sure that those Israelis can't spy on you, This is what you get for switching off.
My favorite part about the new Volvo XC90 is that if you don't log in, you start your car and you just have to click not now, not now, then not now, not now, not now, not now, not now, not now. There. Now we can drive.
That's what you get.
I mean, first off, a Volvo, ew. The only good Volvo is the trucks, not the cars. Nobody drives a car version of it.
I don't know. I don't even remember ever driving a Volvo even once.
The only time I've ever heard of Volvo is like the actual semi trucks. And then I found out a long time ago they did cars, and I'm like, yeah, no, I've heard that they're not great. That's all like, ew. It's like the, what's it called? Land Rover, another European vehicle that is absolute garbage.
Oh. I remember back in the day when everyone was buying bigger trucks and bigger slushies at 7-Eleven, and we were in a big war and all that stuff. I remember when Land Rovers were known for being like great. And then I sat in one and I was like, this is a box. The seats are boxes. The windows are boxes. The buttons are boxes. This is a Lego car.
It is the Jeep wannabe is the best way to put it. With the exact same like quality of falling apart kind of Jeep. And I drive a Jeep, so I can make these jokes, people, all right?
It's true. It's true. He does.
I have a Renegade. I can make this a joke.
Do you do the little Jeep wave?
I don't do the Jeep wave, and I don't have ducks in my car.
Okay.
So nobody can roast me.
All right. We're just checking,
I'm not one of those people. No. I may have a small duck collection in my house from people giving them to me, thinking I'm going to put them in my car. But I'm never going to.
Well, I got more, of course. But we are at the halfway point, so we have some people to thank this week, which is really great. Actually, let me see. Let me just double check. We had more donations than usual, which is to say more than one, which is kind of fun, right? We got people who support the show. The one I did not see was I did not see Tom's. He always sends one in, but we may be recording a little early for that. So I'm just going to double check and make sure we didn't miss him because, that would make me feel like trash. Oh, this takes so long to load. While we're waiting, we can talk about Sport Drink.
Summer is here. Make it endless with Sport Drink.
Heck yeah, buddy. We're serious, you know. We have ads and everything on the show. Now, listen, I am glad I checked because guess what? He did send one in.
Hey, nice. But I was going to say, that reminds me of like AM radio back in the day quality.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like pleasing to the ears. It actually doesn't sound bad. It sounds good. And it just feels relaxing.
Yeah. I mean, we like donations here on the show because people write us nice notes sometimes. And, you know, it's fun. It's like gas, right? Like people, it's about the money. It can't be about the money, dude. We don't make enough money. But it is gas. It lets us know that people are listening, that they like it, and that they can throw us enough money to buy a Pringles hot dog bun at the gas station.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's like enough money to go to Costco and buy a hot dog.
Yeah. Well, before we get to that real quick, I should just bring up the sport drink thing since we already played the ad. Get yourself some sport drink. You can use our code and our link in the description. It helps the show. You get something that's delicious, and you will probably blow through it because it feels good to be hydrated. That's all I'll say. If you drink Gatorade or you work outside, you need to get this kind of stuff. Or if you work out. Yeah, anytime you're really sweating a lot, you want to have something like sport drink. It's good for you. Anyway, let's get to our donations here. All right. We've finally heard, once again, it's been so long. And no offense, but we do wonder what's happened to our affiliates on the ground when we don't hear from them for a while. We finally heard news from Tasmania. He's back. Scott's back. Daniel.
Oh my God.
He says, listening to the new theme song before our redundant daily team meeting with CEO, general manager, and my manager and team heads, all full of tension, and me being able to smile and say, I am just here to watch while taking a sip from my CTC cup of coffee. Priceless. That's right. We sell mugs too. Get to that.
The mugs are great. I love it.
Yeah, I like the mugs. I like the stickers. I put them everywhere. Next up, we have Taylor for $5.50. Good to hear from you, Scott. That's no exaggeration. It's nice to hear from people who have been with us for a while because it's like, yes, people are sticking around. That makes us feel good. And thanks for the $10. That buys us two. Daniel and I are going to go out for Pringles Glizzies right after this at Costco.
No, I can't wait.
Taylor sends $5.56. He says, hi, Tom. Wow, he sent 1 cent more than Tom so he could go first. And he used that to give a greeting to another fellow traveler. That's so cool. He says, happy belated birthday, America. And then he wants to hear Tucker Carlson say bitch.
Bitch.
All right, no problem. Tom sends $5.55. He says, control your reactions, embrace the struggle, and turn every scar into strength. What tries to break you? Fuel for the fire. Oh! That was super hardcore. Do I have a hardcore button? I used to.
We are so broke.
That's not that. That's good enough. For all you brokies out there, there's other ways to support the show. Remember to like the episode and comment on it for the algo. I know you don't even have to say anything useful. Just comment in the algo. If you want to donate, there's the links. You can send it to Venmo or Stripe, whichever you prefer, or you can get on the freaking Patreon, which is going to cost you 1 Pringles hot dog bun a month. But I just put a new episode up there about boomers and AI slop that you're not going to want to miss. It's one of the funniest things that we've done. Did it with a special friend from Indiana for all you Hoosiers out there. All links for our merch and stuff is in the description. There's a QR code for our website. You can get yourself some stickers. And if you're broke, please remember to comment on the show, like it, and hit the share button and copy the link. Even if you don't post it anywhere, it actually helps. That's it. Are you ready to get back into it?
No, I'm ready.
Oh, heck yeah. Here we go. I got one just for you, man. Just for you. Because, it's been a while since you've been on the show, and Lord knows, you're moving, so it might be a while before you can come back. I wasn't going to let you go without seeing this one. This is Wells Fargo's Smart Dust.
What?
Yeah. Wells Fargo's Smart Dust. It's going to be in your lungs now.
If Wells Fargo's goes through
Wells Fargo's. Are we sure she's not talking about? Is she talking about like a knockoff Wells Fargo? She call it Wells Fargo's? Is that just as good but cheaper? Is that how that works?
If Wells Fargo,
are you sure we haven't been saying it wrong this whole time? Maybe the Mandela effect is affecting us. Maybe
Dude,
we're saying it wrong.
Are we Wells Fargo's meta? Like, do we need a video of the guy talking about the Willy Wonka chocolate in order to believe this?
Yep, we need that again.
If Wells Fargo's goes through with this, we are cooked. This is like the most dystopian thing I have ever heard. They have a patent called Stardust. Stardust is a technology that deploys sensory particles in the air all around you that you can't see, but it will collect your biometrics. So it will record your heart rate, your temperature, audio, facial features, basically taking a picture or more. Then they will send that to a database where they will then verify it. And if you're verified through the database, you can now access your account. You don't have to put in your password or your passcode. How fun. The patent is real. You're looking at it right now. Look at the date on the top. Cars are even going to be rolling this out too. I think in like 2027, where if they detect you drink too much or if you're not alert enough, whatever that means, your car just won't start. Remember, you guys, this stuff can't keep rolling out if we just don't comply.
Just don't comply. When you smell that smart dust in your nose there, Daniel, you just got to sneeze. That's all it takes. Are you surprised that Wells Fargo's is doing this?
Oh God, no! I'm not surprised at all. This is extremely in line for that company with all the scammy and sketchy things they have done.
Nasty bank.
Oh, and don't forget, I have seen that picture of the TV series they have. I will watch it.
Oh,
and I will get back to you.
Right, because they're doing a TV series about Wells Fargo, aren't they?
Apparently, yeah. I didn't know that was a thing.
That's pretty crazy. That's like making a movie about Cheetos and just making up the story for Flamin' Hot Cheetos, which they definitely didn't do. We watched that trailer on the show, and I found out later that the entire story is just made up.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they just made up a story about Flamin' Hot Cheetos and how it came to be. And they made a movie about it. And I think that's what Wells Fargo is going to do. They're going to hide their meetings with the aliens from us in their television show. It's amazing what you can do with a phone, a ring light, and some spooky music. You can make truther content now. Like, I don't know what we're doing, but this is all we need. This right here. And we could just talk about this all day long.
I think we went into the wrong profession. We should have gone into this.
You're right.
Head first into truther stuff.
We should have created shorts for boomers to scroll through late at night and just made shit up. Because it works. People believe it. That's one of the things we talked about on that Patreon segment is that boomers are actually the most here to watch people ever. They don't read the titles of YouTube videos. They don't look at the descriptions. They don't read the comments and look for someone saying AI slop. They just watch. It comes on and they watch it. That's it. Just so passive. It's not the interactive media experience we have here on CTC. Donate to the show. Get involved. But yeah, so like this technocratic stuff, this weird crap, it just keeps flying at us. It's like, there's smart dust all around you, they can scan your house with your Wi-Fi connection. And, you got to put it like for years. Remember how it was like a conspiracy theory for people to put duct tape over their webcam? And now you can only buy webcams that have little covers that you just slide on. Because it was a conspiracy theory. You were being paranoid.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, but the little cover on my webcam is just a fig leaf. I just put it right over there. Because that's basically all it is.
Yeah, I think for the longest time I would just put like a piece of tape over it, like Scotch tape or something.
Yeah, people looked at me funny when I started doing that. I'm like, you'll see. You'll see. Pretty soon you'll be at Best Buy looking for a webcam and you won't be able to find one without one of those things. And everybody knows they can do it on your phone too. But those don't come standard with a little cover. Oh no. But it's gathering so much other data, you know. It's listening in on your conversations. It's listening to you when you're watching anime. It's listening to you when you're trying to get Waze to take you somewhere, and it's sending it all directly to Israel. Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't kill the messenger, guys. You are the product. Now, here's a clip from Theo Von. I like Theo Von. Do you like Theo Von?
He has his moments for me.
Yeah.
I don't dislike him. I think he's an interesting guy.
He's our trailer trash, you know?
Yeah, a good way to put it, yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's fine. Let's put it that way. I don't really get into like big comedians. The last time I listened to Joe Rogan, I was actually listening to it this week. I listened to Rupert Lowe's appearance, and I didn't see what everyone was freaking out about. Because I thought he did pretty good for a boomer on the Joe Rogan show. But everyone was, oh my God, he didn't say the 14 words or something like that. He's not our guy. I'm like, he's a freaking boomer, dude. What is wrong with you? It was crazy, dude. Like people were, oh, he's so backwards. He's hot. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Feels like it was kind of a good interview. Not that bad. I mean, I get it. People are frustrated with hemming and hawing, especially when things are as desperate as they are. But that's, these big guys, they are following us. You understand that, right? Like the little guys in the podcasting world are leading the conversation, and they're clearing the way. Like I say this all the time. They're clearing the way for the big guys to talk about those things a couple years down the line, maybe even months down the line. Like Daniel, I hate to tell you this, man, but we're expendable.
Oh God, not those words. Those are words I never wanted to hear.
Yeah, well, we are expendable. It's just like that. What's that? It's that meme from Clone Wars or something like that. We're clones, sir. We're expendable. Not to me. Yeah. Yeah, the not to me guy in the meme is our donors just sending us $5. But this is how it works in the new media landscape. The little guys have to talk about the really crazy stuff, and then the big guys start filtering it. Like that's kind of how it operates now. And there's sort of this like anger that comes with being a small-time creator where, you can get mad that you were talking about this before everyone else. And it's just not true. I mean, it's just not right to be angry about that. I don't think. Because, there were guys making videotapes about this stuff in the 90s, in the 80s, and even there was one video, I don't remember if it was a film or a tape, but either way, it was made in the 70s, and it's just a bunch of guys interviewing in a room talking about the Illuminati conspiracy and all of that stuff. And it's like, those guys were clearing the way. Are you part of this army or not? So Theo Von is now talking about technocracy and like all of this smart dust stuff. And it's like, who's talking about that first? That's right. People who got banned from YouTube for talking about vaccines during COVID. And now, just a few years later, it's common discussion. So it's like, yes, he is our trailer trash. And yes, he is, these people know more than they let on. Jim Brewer is one of the only people in this whole category that broke through and did several appearances on Sam Tripoli, started his own podcast and all that stuff, where he was talking about this stuff before the even bigger guys like Theo Von did. You see how it works? It's got to work its way up the chain. Anyway, rant over. Here's Theo Von.
It makes me mad that I got to sit with some of these guys and they act like there's no crime in their algorithms. They act like there's no like evil goals behind it.
Right.
And I think it's obvious that anybody can see where we're headed isn't a great place. So do you think some of these technocrats just don't have a moral compass? Because something must be wrong.
Oh, dude. I mean, that's a deep fucking rabbit hole. Like because you're talking about like the Galapagos Islands, right? weird creatures there because they're separated from everything else, right? So when we're talking about the Silicon Valley tech overlords, we're talking about a weird kind of Galapagos island where you've got this set group of people who've been there for a while, who have been engineering the technology that is now being used for mass surveillance, for blowing up Palestinians, for fucking exploding parts of the world, and for hypnotizing children into like being glued to the fucking technology, right? And so you're looking at like essentially a warlock's guild. These are the wizards of the world. They are summoning spirits via AI. A lot of them were into the occult. You can look that shit up. And regardless, I think there's public records of some of them saying that they used B.F. Skinner, the behaviorist's work. He was the guy who could make like pigeons tap dance and shit. They coded that into the algorithm, the same stuff they use for slot machines and stuff in Vegas.
Yes, I've seen that.
Right? So these are wizards, illusionists. So, dude, it's like, do they know what they're doing? Yes, they're making addictive technologies. Can they say that's what they were doing? Hell no.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I mean, are we just now figuring that out?
Right.
It's addictive. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Right. It's designed to be this way.
If it wasn't designed this way, then there'd be no reason to make it. That's the point.
Why do you think an elite category of people, if you can call them that, why do you think they would make so much of this digital world for free?
Gotta have that data.
Gotta have that data. Now, why? Let's think a step further. Why would they want all this biometric data and stuff? What could you think of that you would use that for?
Oh, Aaron goes back to the easy, the cigarettes, the, full truther thing. Got to have that sacrifice.
Oh, yeah.
We need the bodies, all right, to bring back our Lord and Savior Cthulhu,
Yeah.
Or the spaghetti monster that would be in Scientology.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
So yeah, it's just a lot of that. It depends. Like for most people, it's just all about the money and getting that data and selling it off to the highest buyer and backing whatever crazy dictator that is in whatever country, just because why not? If people get a kick out of it. Or you don't have to also have the people that are the way he's pointing it out, just, on the religious side of it and satanic worshiping and all the fun stuff of that. Trying to get that information in the... Because it can also even be like, could you equate like how some people dislike getting photos because it feels like your soul's being trapped into it? Couldn't you just do the same thing in that theory?
Yeah.
By taking that personal information and like all that, your data from that. Like, I feel like there's a way to link, and I can't really put it to words the way I want it to. But there's something I could see on that line, the spiritual side of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but I don't think I got it. You ever see that conspiracy meme where it's like a fishing pole? Where like there's like in the front, there's a guy casting a line in front of an American, and it's just a burger on the line. And behind him, there's another guy casting a line in front of him, and it's just $1 on a line. You ever see that meme?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that. So when you say like most of these people are in it for the money, I think you're totally right. Like most of the people we think of as like elites, they're like, I just really want a big bank account and more property, and I want another yacht, and like they're just doing that. If you think beyond that, you really think this is a crazy look from Duncan Trussell here, but if you look beyond that, it's like what I've said this before. It's like what are the old things that you would conquer people for, right? Like you would conquer people for their money, for their fields, their women, their land, obviously, villages, infrastructure. That's why you would conquer another nation, right? But the one thing nobody ever thinks of is what if they're still just like trying to conquer people in order to get slaves? We think that that's over, right? We talk about slavery being ended and all that stuff. But if you're thinking like a world conqueror or a real psycho, and you say own all the money or say print the money, what is the final frontier of things that you can take and steal? It's souls, isn't it?
Yeah.
And everything around it.
It's always the mind, body, and soul that everybody wants. It's always the end game for most people.
To go back to our Age of Empires picture, right? It's like we've got our only town center right there in the middle, and they've surrounded it with everything. They own all the trees, the rocks, the places to send fishing boats to get an unlimited supply of food. They've already used up all the berry bushes. And they've conquered every town center but yours, and they're circled around that. And they go, well, we can't take their soul, but we can take everything else around it. And then we effectively own it in a way. I think that's how these people think. Is like, oh, yeah, well, we already have the money. We already have the property. We already own the countries or whatever. The government, we got the government. Like, we got the government in the 40s, like, or even earlier than that, depending on which conspiracy line you want to go down. We got all that. So what's left? The only thing that actually matters, and they talk about all this, and all it is it's human capital. It's people. They move us around like little meat widgets all the time, and they want to get rid of the meat widgets that have questions, because it's like Newsfist says: you're eating breakfast, and your breakfast looks up and says, "Don't eat me." They say, "What? You're just breakfast." But I think everyone's starting to realize this, because, like, yeah, it's one thing to talk about control, but why? Why do they want control? Because it's sort of the last thing. It's the last thing. Except for space, but I don't think we got the tech to go there yet. They didn't form that alliance with Hitler down in Hollow Earth, so they couldn't get their spaceship. So this is the next best thing.
I really need to look more into that Hollow Earth theory. It's always interesting.
Oh, it's a freaking good one. But this week, people were fighting back best they could against this encroaching technocracy and surveillance state. Now, Americans have an advantage over Eurocucks. No offense, Eurocucks. The Americans have an advantage, and that is we are stupid and rowdy and silly. But I mean, I don't want to, just ignore the efforts of everyone around the world resisting this flock camera stuff. I saw a police video probably a month ago or something like that, where they were talking about how they tracked down a criminal with a flock camera system. And I was like, that's the first time I'm hearing that.
So give me a rundown. What is a flock camera? Because I've never heard of it.
Well, we have the YouTube right here. Let's look it up. Flock cameras explained.
I'm thinking of like what people have for like on like most of the street lights is just like cameras, but it's mostly for like speed trap cameras.
So here's the news. This is going to be the official narrative about what a flock camera is. From News 8 Now, a very trustworthy source. We like our hamburger Americans delivering the news.
They're easy to miss, but they're watching you. Small cameras are popping up on the side of public roads throughout our communities. Ken Kozarowski has this story.
What most of us have driven past are automated license plate readers made by the private company Flock Safety. Police departments on average pay $3,000 per camera per year. Now, officers call them a public safety game changer, but privacy advocates say they're a quiet expansion of government surveillance. Tonight, what these Flock cameras capture, how the data is used, and whether enough protections are in place. Flock Safety says more than 220 Wisconsin law enforcement agencies are using their license plate readers. That includes Holman Police. Captain Cody Spears says the department has 8 of them since the village board approved them in 2024.
The purpose of the camera is to capture a picture of your license plate. So it's not intended to capture a picture of somebody driving the car or an occupant in the car.
Spears says officers use the tech on a variety of cases, like hit and runs and attempts to locate.
We had a case here recently where an Alzheimer's patient was confused and lost. And we were able to put their plate into Flock and find that they were traveling through Holman, and we located them.
Flock spokesperson Paris Lubell says that doesn't mean the cameras are tracking your every move.
Flock LPRs do not and cannot track vehicles, much less individual people. The LPRs themselves take a point-in-time image of the rear vehicle on public roadways.
Each picture includes details like make, model, and color. Details that an officer can type into a Flock search tool to investigate claims. Police departments own that camera data, which is permanently deleted after 30 days. But a wealth of footage just...
What?
Permanently deleted, right? Okay, Snapchat.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, exactly.
100% believable.
Oh, it's it just takes pictures, Daniel. You know, a camera that just takes pictures. What is this, 1985? It's a picture camera. It can't take video. Are you kidding? This is a live feed. It can't not be a live feed. Right? Like, come on. Oh, yeah. Well, and then they get their Flock spokesperson in here who's like, I can't watch you, can't do facial tracking. Other things can. Even if it's not, what do you think? It's all in there? This thing's connected to the internet.
It's got a form of tracking because it's got to take a picture of a fucking license plate flying by.
Dude.
So it does have tracking. It has information to track a certain like shape and identity of it. So yes, it does have in a way of facial recognition.
When I was like in my teenage years, in like 2007, I could type a specific address in my search bar on my computer and watch a security camera in Russia. Oh, it just takes pictures.
A wealth of footage just a click away. And attorneys say police don't need a warrant to use it.
Both the U.S. Supreme Court and the Wisconsin Supreme Court have been pretty consistent that if, it's a camera in a public location, that you don't have a reasonable expectation of privacy.
Even so, Holman has its own policy outlining who can use the technology and when.
Every officer in our agency needs to put in a reason why they're doing a search. We can look back at those searches as well. So if anybody's misusing it...
Okay. So all you got to do, Captain Crunch, because that's him right there in the Captain Crunch hat in the background. All you got to do, Captain Crunchberries, all you got to do is put in a reason, and now it's all good. You know, we have a very strict policy. You wrote a reason on a piece of paper. I feel safer.
So, you know what's even better? They can get that information willy-nilly and easy because, you don't need a warrant for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if the public ever asked for it, you know how many hoops and fucking things we'd have to jump through just to get the goddamn piece of information from it?
Right.
It'd be like asking Amazon to just like talk with an actual person that isn't the bot that's trying to help you do a refund. It's next to impossible. You're never going to see that person. It's just going to be AI on top of AI.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, if you want to see how this might work, you got to watch Reckless Ben's bricks and minifigs thing where the police, you watch that?
I've seen like a good chunk of everything and just fed so much information to me that it's like all just melting together now.
The police department is working against him. Like the whole time.
Yep. The whole time. Yeah. It was in cahoots with bricks and minifigs, it seems.
Yeah. Because they're Mormons.
Yep. Did you watch any of CoffeeZilla's investigation on it?
I did. Yeah.
That's a lot of interesting stuff there. I was like, it's a heist of Legos. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a crazy story. But I mean, oh yeah, we got to put a reason on a sheet of paper and, all this stuff. Who is this guy? Why is he wearing his wife's headphones? Hang on a second.
Gold.
We got to find out what's going on here.
But it wasn't the police who discovered him.
It was one of the women themselves researching through the website Have I Been Flocked?
That site uses publicly available data from police departments to allow someone to search their plate.
You can search it. Have I been flocked? I don't know. I'll have to look that up later,
Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious now. I need to find out if I've been flocked.
Yeah, because I mean, this is Wisconsin, right? So,
oh God, this is even worse. It's getting worse.
I know there's nowhere that's safe.
I expect this in Illinois, but not here. Not now.
I know. Wisconsin is taking in too many Illinois people, man.
But then again, I kind of expected it only because like the working in dispatch, you got to figure out like ways to see what's going on in certain parts of the roads and get ideas on what's going on with traffic. So the application we use allows me to like view like traffic areas and I can kind of report it to our guys and also see our dash cams as well. But then I've also found out there's other websites that allows access to the security footage on certain streets and areas to see what's going on for how it looks. That my boss showed me. I was like, that's interesting. So you can see like the weather conditions from like certain local areas around town because the security footage on the streets allows it.
Insane. Yeah. Yeah. Insane. This is already going on, man. But the people are fighting back.
Camera has been cut down, completely sprayed over with an American flag on it.
Would everyone please just quit cutting down our flock cameras?
Camera that once stood here is gone. All that's left is this pole across the street, another one taken down as well.
Why is everyone so outraged about these things? They help protect you. They just cut down another one. It's destruction of property. Yeah, Kevin, I'm talking to you. Last 4 digits of your social, 7829. Yeah, you. This is getting nuts. People across the country cutting down our flock cameras. You see what the problem is? These lunatics think that our cameras that are surveilling the masses at all times are some kind of mass surveillance network. Hey, Lisa, how's the kids? No, you don't know me, but I know you.
Yeah, people aren't having it, right? And we've seen this in, you know, as much as I like to make fun of you know, lesser countries than America. There have been people over in Europe cutting these things down for feels like a couple of years now. Because I mean, they try it out over there before they try it out over here. Good news, everybody. Again, like I said, Americans are a little dumb, but we're rowdy. We don't like this stuff. We just cut it down. Let's find out from this conspiracy lady what kind of data that they actually track. Because you know, we can always trust a TikTok influencer.
License plate readers track cars, but as reported by 404 Media, a new surveillance product changes all of that. It's called Signal Trace, and it turns license plate cameras into devices that sweep the unique identifiers of every phone, wireless device, and Bluetooth transmitter in passing vehicles. Here's what it actually means. In addition to capturing the license plate, Signal Trace's sensors sweep up the Bluetooth identifiers for every phone in the vehicle, every wireless earbud, every smartwatch,
every vaccinated person. You remember that one? The conspiracy theory about that, like, vaccinated people could connect to your Bluetooth.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so
I remember that one.
That's what you get, vaxies. Now the flock cameras can detect you. They don't need smart dust.
You don't have to. You can no longer be off the grid. You're always on the grid.
You are the grid.
Your car's infotainment system, and the microchip that your vet implanted in your pet. That means if your dog is in the vehicle when you pass one of these cameras, there is now a timestamp location record on that chip. Signal Trace links all those unique identifiers to your license plate and the exact time you pass through the camera. Leonardo's own product sheet calls this an electronic footprint. That footprint is then put into a database for law enforcement to query. That means your phone, your AirPod, your devices, all connected to your location at a specific time indefinitely. And here's the really scary part. It doesn't have to be attached to a license plate camera. The sensors work in malls, subways, anywhere it's deployed. So save this and follow for more on how law enforcement...
Yeah, I mean, are we surprised?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, I remember playing Cyberpunk, and there's that mission where you use a camera to hack various devices, and I'm like, that's so crazy. That's like the future, where you can look through a camera and hack any device just by looking at it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're entering Watch Dogs level of camera usage.
That's the other one I was going to say. Yeah, it's the other one I was going to say. Crazy, man. Crazy. But here's a little advice on how to prevent your community from destroying flock cameras, because You know, they're just there for your safety, dude. So listen to this professional man. You can trust him because he's wearing a hard hat and a high-vis vest. He looks official.
Leave flock cameras alone. There's no need to label all the flock cameras in your area. And don't put plastic bags over them either, because all that does is cost the company time and money. Grow up. I know that you can use a $50 high-powered blue or green laser like this one to permanently blind flock cameras, but come on, guys. Why? Definitely do not use the camera map on deflock.org to find cameras, approach them from behind on foot with a spray paint extender, and spray them. And if you do that, at least make sure that you have your phone in your pocket so we can identify you using the Bluetooth and 5G. There is no reason to spend $20 on a hard hat and high visibility vest and then buy a $30 Sawzall with diamond tip blades to cut down the entire pole. That's because the cameras and solar panels are clamped with a simple 8mm socket, so you're just doing too much. The cameras have about 12 hours of backup battery, so they will be transmitting Bluetooth and 5G that we can use to track you. So under no circumstances should you put the camera inside of a Faraday bag while the battery runs itself out and then break them down for parts, because that would prevent us from finding you, and nobody wants that. If you do any of these things, it's important that you do not buy a pair of Vader facial recognition blocking glasses, because
he's selling these. Damn it. It was such a good video, and then he just wanted to make a little money to help pay rent. Ruined. Absolutely ruined. We can't allow this. All right, I'm just
don't buy what he's advertising, folks.
Let's look him up. Vader glasses. Vader glasses. Let's see here. Maybe we need to become an affiliate. Who knows? Your face isn't their data. What infrared cameras actually see. Those are sunglasses, yeah? And those are Vader glasses over here, right? See right through it. Can't see through it at all. The only problem is it can still tell who you are from here, so you got to wear something else on top of that. Do they have full face Vader glasses, I wonder? Oh, look at that. They're all sold out. Wow. Oh. Why do we have to hide from the government with special glasses?
You know what this reminds me of? We're just missing the special line of I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all about a bubble gum. As you rack a shotgun.
Yeah.
That's what these glasses remind me of, is that movie.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Freaking great movie. I haven't watched that in a long time. Might have to go.
I actually recently watched it. It was so good.
It's a good one, man. It's a good. They Live. That's the one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yep.
Fan freaking tastic. Yeah. They live. They watch. They flock. Those are the glasses, though.
Because then it would be impossible for us to identify you and charge you with a class 4 misdemeanor, which is typically just community service or a small fine. And for the love of God, do not attend your city council meetings and demand that they cancel your city's flock contract. We need these cameras. Peter Thiel is a benevolent overlord.
Peter Thiel, the reptile. Fantastic. Great captioning work.
Is a benevolent overlord, and we should all be grateful that he loves us enough to keep us safe. Grow up.
Yeah, you know, man, we're Americans. We will pack up. We will fill up on slop, grab our weapons and tools and all that stuff, and just go break shit. Maybe. You know who really doesn't like the surveillance state? It's people who live in New York City, right? And because, you know, this Mom Donnie commie guy, you know, Mom commie or whatever the boomers are calling him. You know, he's bringing it all in. He's bringing in communism, full technocratic gay space communism, luxury branded. There is only
that's a word I never thought I would hear in forever.
What, luxury gay space communism?
Yep. What a throwback.
Oh yeah. We're big fans of luxury gay space communism over here on CTC. It's the official ideology because or something, I don't know. I'm abandoned joke. There's only one man who can save us. There's only one man who can save us from this encroachment by the government. All of these awful things that are happening in New York City, there's only one man who can save us, and it is Michael Rapaport. That's right. I love this man.
So good.
I love him.
So good.
I'm telling you, man, like, I knew you were coming back. So I got friggin' Wells Fargo. I got Michael Rapaport. And I got a hot dog Pringles.
I feel like I'm at an all-you-can-eat buffet, and it's just fantastic. I love it.
You missed it, didn't you? I know you did.
I missed this.
It's like that Al Pacino clip. Once I'm almost out, they pull me back in.
Back in.
Hey, turn it the fuck down. I'm taking a fucking nap. Turn that fucking shit down. You woke me up at 5:30 a.m. and now you're doing this shit in the afternoon. This is fucking Brooklyn. Turn on some fucking Sinatra or some fucking Tony Bennett. I'm trying to fucking sleep. What the fuck is going on here?
He's standing across from some Muslim center. I don't know if it's a mosque.
I think it's a mosque. I think it's supposed to be.
Oh, he's pissed, man. He's so pissed.
Here. What the fuck? Who the fuck is... What the fuck is happening?
Oh, it's the call to prayer. That's what it is.
Who just puts a mosque in the middle of almost like just a random like shopping block area like this, just in the middle of nowhere?
It's true. They say grow where you're planted, and if you're planted in the strip mall of America, which is everywhere now, connected by highways and flock cameras, you got to put your mosque where you can find a spot, you know? And Michael Rapaport is one of those guys who's just standing up against it. You just got to love that fire.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, this is Brooklyn, and now it's the Middle East. Wow. Man, I wonder who's responsible
really loud.
for that.
Holy crap.
I know, dude. But people in the UK, especially like London, I've heard complaints about this for like, it feels like a decade at least, where it's super loud. But Michael
I don't see any American citizen being able to like just deal with it. I think somebody is crazy enough that they'll get annoyed with it, go in there, break the sound system, and start a fight.
Yeah, I think Michael Rapaport might be that guy.
Yeah, he sounds like he's that guy who might be on his last like straw and just like, that's it.
Flock cameras. He's gonna take his diamond tipped saw blades to their speaker system. Can you believe this? I mean, seriously, man, how far we have fallen. Like, listen, I am not an advocate for Islam, but my God, man, this is sad, right? Now, I've seen churches in strip malls. I've been to churches in strip malls. It's sad to say, but this is the future. A strip mall might be the best you can do. Church building? No. Church basement with Jesus paintings on the wall? No. You're going to have millennial gray and box of coffee from Dunkin' Donuts on your strip mall mosque counter. That's what you're going to get. That's what we got here, because this is a sign of good things, isn't it? Strip mall mosque? Yeah, that's progress. It's progress.
Man, I feel for the buildings next to it just because of how loud the inside of their own like department's got to be failing.
Oh yeah,
blasting it through the walls. I'd be annoyed.
Yeah. There's Texas. I'm assuming this is a restaurant or something like that right next to it.
I'm assuming both are restaurants next to it. Yeah.
Dude, that would be, you go in there to prep for the day. You get there at the time the call to prayer goes off, and that's what you hear. Yeah, after a while, it'd be like the beeping of the fry machines after working at McDonald's for a while. You hear it in your sleep.
God, yeah.
Yeah. Now, of course, there are other people who are getting outside the system, right? So you got people who are resisting the system, and they're like, they're kind of the Kaczynskiites or whatever of this whole thing. And then you got people who are just gaming the system, right? They're like people who bought Bitcoin early. They're people who are into hacking and are hiding all of their identity stuff online. They're paying to have their digital footprint removed by big services that definitely don't sell that data to somebody who's looking for people who want to have their digital footprint removed, because that's definitely not happening. You can trust all of these. There are guys outside the system who think outside of the grid. There's this guy, for example, who is above all of it. This is the future if you want to be a free man.
Connected to the fucking Matrix. No, hey, leave it in. Oh, I'm gonna insert it.
Yeah, this.
Yep. 4 or 5. Keep that for yourself. Your system's fraud.
What did you do?
Just fried the mainframe. Keep that and just don't say a word, okay? My debit.
All this guy does is he goes into various businesses with extremely complicated but stupid looking gadgets, all duct taped to his debit card. And then he just pays for things with the debit card that's duct taped to it. And he just talks like he's a hacker. And it freaks everyone out.
It's so good.
My debit card. You can't take Bitcoin?
It's got an Xbox controller plugged into a white monster.
The white monster got me. I saw that. Like, what?
Yeah. It's like they call the police on him almost every time.
Wait a minute. There's also CSGO on the laptop.
Really?
Yeah, right there. He's opening a case in the middle of a Papa John's while using his hacking device.
Look at him, he's wearing like latex gloves, presumably to hide his fingerprints from the government. I like this one though, because this one over here, he uses a freaking proton pack from Ghostbusters.
Oh my god.
What is that?
Don't fucking worry about it. Just loading it up, dude. I'm just loading it up, okay? I repeat, we're in the mainframe. You there? I'm in.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, you call 911.
What are you doing?
I don't sell for you.
It's freaking hilarious, man. The first one I saw, he was on an ATM in the gas station with this giant box, and he has all these digital sound effects playing. Like the beeping sounds from like computers and that sort of thing. And they're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Don't worry about it."
That's good.
It's a great one. I mean, it's just great. Like bringing the laptop, the briefcase. I mean, Lord only knows what he's wearing, right? Like you can kind of see his jacket or whatever the heck he's got going on, but like, what is he wearing on his head?
Oh, I would love to know. I would really love to know.
Is this the channel? No, this is a repost. Oh my gosh, it's so good. This is how we beat the system. All right, real quick before we run out of time here. There was one more clip that I wanted to play just because we mentioned it a couple of times now. And this is kind of a trailer a little bit for the Patreon content I just put up, because just talking about like AI and we had a conversation recently that got some attention because we were talking about how boomers are acting weird. And I had a conversation with Newsfist about this. And a lot of people were like, yeah, there's something going on. And somebody said in the comments that, this is just not a normal kind of degradation. And Newsfist said, I think it's the vaccines. And I was like, dude, I don't know about that. And then I kept thinking about it. And it kept bugging me. And then I saw freaking Tucker Carlson out here talking to Neil Oliver about something about the COVID shots damaging the brain. I haven't watched this, but I had to play it.
You know, I think that Alex Jones is onto something. They're putting chemicals in the water again. I swear.
I know. They're putting flock trackers in the vaccines. Wells Fargo put space dust in your vaccine. All right, let's see if this is any good. We're ending on this because I just want to check it out. Let's put it that way.
I saw and listened to your interview with the MD, PhD Nels, the German doctor who wrote The Indoctrinated Brain. And I pricked up my ears at when I realized that was who you were talking to, because I've read the book. I had read the book. And as you know, he has this thesis that part of what happened with the spike in the jabs damaged people's hippocampus. It got to the root of what it is to be self-autobiographical in your ability to remind yourself of who you are. That was compromised deliberately at that level. And I had read that book, and I don't agree with all of it, but I took a great deal of it on board, and it certainly gave me a lot of food for thought. And there's a very evocative line somewhere in the book that he talks about the Biederman study that happened in the aftermath of some of the US soldiers who were supposed to come back from Korean POW camps, and in front of the world's press they arrived in this sort of blue communist pajamas and loudly declared that they were going to stay in. They weren't going to come home. And Biederman was the American scientist who was invited to look into what had happened there, and he started the science of studying brainwashing and all of the rest of it. So that was back in the 50s, and I don't think by any stretch of the imagination Biederman was writing a handbook, but his findings would seem to have been being applied ever since in terms of developing the way in which people's behaviour en masse can be manipulated. And Nels, your guest in the book, talks about how we were all prisoners of war, of the war against COVID, or that was the attempt, and that we were kept in that condition that POWs traditionally know of isolation, of fear, of constant anxiety, of the seeming threat, real or imagined, of imminent death, and that made those men, in that example, the Biederman example, malleable to being reprogrammed. And I thought about that. I thought about that idea of COVID having been used as a war against an invisible enemy that we were all supposed to be terrified of, and that we somehow became prisoners of that war. And I just wonder at the extent to which that context in which you and I met face to face for the first time and spent some time together, and I realised myself that I am a long way from coming to terms with what was done to us during that time.
I agree with that. I mean, I think it's certainly famously since the Korean War, it's been recognized that propaganda can affect the way that you think. I mean, it can truly brainwash you. I mean, what Stockholm syndrome or whatever you want to call it, trauma can get people to accept things or embrace things that would have been unimaginable to them before the trauma. So we've known that. It's obvious. The possibility that there are physiological changes, there are compounds, organic or chemical compounds that can change the way that people feel and think permanently. That's so horrifying that it's hard to contemplate. That's what he's suggesting. As you just said, that in those shots was the root of what we're seeing now, that people changed after taking the COVID shot. I personally, I'll just say, I don't know if that's true. I've noticed behavioral and attitude changes in people I know who took the shot. I think it weakened people. Now, whether that's a product of like when you get raped in prison, it makes you weaker, right? I mean, there's something about being forced to do something against your will that changes you. Whether it's that, whether it's a psychological change or it's a physiological change, the one that you described, I don't know. But it's within the realm of belief that could happen given the advances in biotech.
So the debate then is, was it the chemical compound in the actual vaccine, or was it the effect of giving into your oppressor and letting them penetrate your flesh? As weird as that sounds, I'm not like a medical doctor person, right? I'm not part of the medical community, so I can't speak to whether or not the actual compounds were harmful. I don't know what was in them. Don't be ridiculous. What I can speak to is that if you are in a situation where you're being pressed and pressed and pressed to do something, and when you finally break, what your mind does is it automatically comes up with a justification afterward. It tells you a story about why you did that, why it was the rational thing to do. And that has the effect of basically entrenching your brainwashing forever because you accepted this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, actually it does.
Yeah. So, it's long story short, if you're in kind of a situation like this where I think, well, long story short, if you're in a situation that's abusive like this and eventually you find yourself developing Stockholm syndrome or accepting that this is right or that you're doing it for other people, that's a story you're telling afterward to yourself for why you broke most of the time. And that has the effect of cementing your decision. The reason they gave you a choice is because you have to, if you choose it freely, you will now defend that position more readily than you will admit I was wrong. And that has the effect of basically brainwashing you much more effectively. So no, I don't know about the actual vaccine damaging the hippocampus, but I do know how that works. But that's okay, man, because I have good news. It's not the end.
Today, being retarded means leading a full life. Retarded people go to work or school just like their neighbors and come back to a real home. A supervised home, right in the neighborhood, where they belong. Being retarded never stopped anyone from being a good neighbor.
No, I'm not calling people who got the shot retards. I'm saying we all do this kind of thing. We all make up great reasons for dumb shit that we did. Let's be real here. Don't we?
Yeah, that is very true.
And it becomes a part of the story that you tell yourself about who you are. And I think this is why it's so important to recognize when you've made a mistake, own up to it fully, learn from it, and move forward. And a saying that I keep repeating is that learn your lessons. Suffering is optional. It's okay to be wrong. There's nothing wrong. You can always come back. You can always fix it, But don't let them have your soul. I know right now, the enemy in Age of Empires has surrounded our town center and everything feels crazy and all that stuff. They can't get it. If they could get it, they'd have it already now, wouldn't they?
True. Very true.
So that went a weird direction there at the end, but that's pretty much on brand for us, Daniel.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any other way.
Yeah. That's our show, man. It's always been this way. And if you're new and you're weirded out by this, there's plenty of other saloons. Just giddy on up down the trail. But
they're stuck here forever now. This is our show. You're on our time, my friend.
Well, if you got to stay, you might as well have some fun and throw a little money in the tip jar. Subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Help us out however you can. I know it doesn't feel like you're doing much, but every little bit helps. Everybody, I hope you have a wonderful week. And watch out for those flock cameras. Don't let them scan your brain. They don't have your soul. They can never have it. Everybody, have a great week. From us on the Clowntown Chronicle, have a great week.
It's gonna be a good week, but today is just Monday.
clowns have packed up their cars and they're all turned around. For now we must be on our way till our meeting next far away. It's so nice to talk with you, we'll miss you, but we'll see you next Monday. Episode 1, me in a closet, talking to a houseplant, 'cause it's all I've got. Mic on a shoebox, chair from the curb. I say roll the ad, but then English if we had no donors, no patrons at all, we'd mime the episodes on a strip mall wall. Every soundboard effect is just a dial-up tone, and the credits just say, made by me all alone. So here's to the legends who keep this thing strange. You upgraded our closet to a room and some chains, 'cause life's pretty grim in the bargain bin zone. But with you weird heroes, we are slightly less alone.